What is up, everybody? Zoo back here once again in No Man's Sky, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and if any of my content has ever helped you, I feel it's a fair trade-off. So anyway, what are we talking about today? Well, Zoo, we're talking about the top 5 things I would like to see come into the game in 2022. Okay, let's just get into it. First one for me is new planets. I think they just need to keep giving us new stuff on planets, like just coming up with whatever new little cool things that can be found on planets. Like they don't have to make brand new planets, if that's too labor intensive, but some kind of randomness that just adds something new to the planets, because after exploring for so many hours, it gets a little repetitive, and yeah, you'll still find cool things here and there, but I think for a game that's so heavily based around exploration, we need consistent planet updates or, new things coming into the verse to explore. Next up, ship updates. I had on my list. Now, what do I mean by ship updates? I feel like ships need an overhaul. Now, Explorers got a little bit of an overhaul. They got, the textures got redone to make them look a little nicer, but I'd like to see some new styles of ships, maybe a whole new type of ship, but definitely some new parts. Like because the ships are procedurally generated, so no two ships are exactly the same, but they're all using the same parts. So I'd like to see those parts get mixed up and maybe some new parts come in. So I think it would just be refreshing to see some new ships. I made a video a while back where I showed you guys a mod that gives you like 20 ships that aren't in the game, and a lot of them are from TV shows and things like that, but I found that mod to be very refreshing to see just new ships in the game. That's what I had for number 2. Number 3, now this may be asking too much, seeing as we did just get a big building update this year, but I want to see them continue with that. I want to see them keep adding more building parts, and more than just like 3 Quicksilver parts. I'd like to see them keep adding to the building and keep adding new parts, because I still feel, even with all the new parts they gave us, there's still a lot more parts that they could give us, things that are already in the verse, already in the game, that you can see laying around at space stations and stuff like that. Like, what about the desks with the screens that pop up automatically? We never got those. Those are something you'll see in space stations sometimes. So stuff like that, I'd like to see them keep adding. It doesn't have to be like hundreds of building parts a month, but 10 a month, is that doable? Maybe not, I don't know. Okay, so what did I have next? I had end game content. Now that's something I've wanted for a while, and I know some of you out there who have thousands of hours as well would like some sort of proper end game, because right now the end game is, it's what you make of it. You're pretty much limited to exploration, and that's pretty much it, because everything else has a limit. Even base building has a limit. If you build a lot of bases, eventually you're going to hit your part count and you won't be able to build anymore, so you're going to have to delete bases. The only thing I could think of off the top of my head, and anyone, if I'm forgetting, correct me in the comments, is exploration, going to different planets. That's the only thing that doesn't end in the game. Everything ends. You can max out all the missions at the space stations with the different guilds. Say you want to make money has a cap, so you can only earn a certain amount of money, and then that ends. So it's pretty much like every activity they give in the game kind of comes to an end at some point. So I would like to see a proper end game gameplay loop I don't know exactly what that would be, but something like where you can either, continue to rank up in a certain way, or something along the lines of that. Like something with ranks that don't end, I think would be good. Okay, and the last thing I had, and I kind of expected to get this year, and we didn't, was a new story mission. I'm talking about something pretty substantial, something along the lines of the Artemis Path or the Atlas Path. A new story mission that we do, not that's different from Expedition. Something back in the main game along the lines of Atlas Path or Artemis, I think would be really cool to just be flying in space one day and get a mysterious call like you did originally with Artemis, and it just draws you into a story. I would love to see something like that again. I mean, because I'm a big fan of the Artemis Path and the whole Artemis story I loved. And so if they could get whoever wrote that to write some new kind of story and, go through something similar. It doesn't have to do with Artemis again, but, just something similar I think would be awesome. So that's what I got for 2022. What do you guys got? What are your top 5 things that you want to see in updates in 2022? Let me know in the comments below, because I would be interested to see if you agree with my list at all, or if you have other ideas, because you guys always have great ideas. So leave them in the comments below. And that's what I had. So to make it short, I had new planets, ship update, more building parts, end game content, new story mission. That's my top 5 update ones for No Man's Sky in 2022. We'll all just have to wait and see what we actually get. But once again, let me know what you thought, let me know your top 5 in the comments below. And once again, if you like this video, you like No Man's Sky, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That would really help me out, and I would appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.